All right, Shalom, Akim, Yahweh Hawashinawa, Wahaba Kakadash Barakathum. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect Akim out here during this fight, pushing this word with faith, hope, and sincerity. So, Salakim, I just want to do a testimony. So earlier today, I was driving, and my car failed. And, I had to pull over on the side of the road. Actually, I made it to a, kind of a commercial complex. And, I knew what was happening. I've been through the situation before. I have a pretty old car or whatever. And so, just reflecting on the scriptures, reflecting on the testimonies, in which other apostles, elders, Akim, have had in this truth. Likewise with myself, immediately, I thank Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? And, that's part of the testimony and message in which, I'm going to do this lesson about. But the other part is understanding that the Lord is here to deliver us, you know what I'm saying? But the way in which he's going to deliver us is we have to call on his name, you know what I'm saying? We have to be thankful for the chastisement. We have to be thankful for any type of adversity, because the more and more I started to reflect on the situation at hand, it could have been worse. I could have been on the freeway and my car stopped. I could have been, it could have been raining, even though it's overcast right now. Hey, there's a laundry list of things that could have jeopardized the situation. However, Yahweh Shai made it to where not only was I able to get a resolution, as far as my battery is concerned, but right now my car is being worked on. The Lord sent me, Jake, a Lyft driver. He understood the situation. He didn't charge me a lot, to move me around to where I could, at least be able to give you brothers this testimony. My battery on my cell phone wasn't on E, so I could at least still be able to communicate. So yeah, all of these things are just what's up, bro? Are part of the testimony in which towards deliverance, in which I really just want to cover a couple verses and express my gratitude towards Yahweh Shai, and it's on any situation, because these smaller situations that occur only lead up into the hour of temptation, in which we're going to be tested, and whether or not we're going to call on the name of Yahweh Shai for deliverance, And so, like I said, going back to the situation, I thanked Yahweh Shai, and I just, just really gave him gratitude for making a way. I think that's a matter of fact. Let me pull that up here real quick. I want to say that's 1 Corinthians, I think the 10th chapter. That's a lot. And this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh by Shai is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." And so that's essentially what happened here in the situation, man. The temptation was presented, but there was an out, and in that out, it was solely dependent on calling on the name of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's part of the inspiration and, the exhortation. But I'm gonna bring this scripture out and one more, and then I'm gonna wrap up. This is Luke. Let's see here. I just want to keep going. There we go. That's a lot. This is Luke chapter 4, verse 18. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath appointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives. Okay, so we're gonna get this word here, deliverance. And the word here is, I'm just gonna read it. It's a thesis. Looks like a thesis. It says release from bondage or imprisonment, you know, and that's essentially, you know, what happened. You know, I was stuck like Chuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it could have been worse. You know, it's like, okay, so I'm not even on my side of town. You know, I don't know exactly what the situation is going to entail. But I know through the Spirit of the Lord, it's going to be resolved. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that deliverance in which Isaiah was talking about, being preached to the captives, you know, because essentially here in America, we're being held captive. And so, like I had said earlier, you know, all of these smaller situations of praying to Yahweh, getting in that routine to where it becomes involuntary, okay, is Lord willing how we're going to be delivered, you know, because it's second nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't even trip on, all right, the car stopped, or, you know what I'm saying, it ran out of gas, or a flat tire, or the brakes are bad, or whatever the case may be. You know, it's all through Yahweh Shai. And if you pray to Yahweh Shai sincerely, okay, for that deliverance, a way to escape, then he will do that. It says forgiveness or pardon of sins, letting them go as if they never had been committed. Woo! Man, that's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because in that moment, right, when the car stops, you know, my heart is, you know, aching a little bit. You know, I'm like, damn, you know, you go into that fleshly thought process, and then maybe after not even a minute of thinking about, you know, all the I guess negative things that have happened, crying unto Yahweh Shai, you already know, like, hey, it's out of my hands, you know, and you pray to him and you say, okay, you know, hey, Yahweh Shai, the water, for keeping me, you know, for not allowing me to, you know, wreck on the freeway, or the car to stop and somebody rear-end me. And not only that, Baqashyah, you know, provide a way, you know, for this to be resolved. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, hey, we still got to do the work. We still, you know, have to press towards that mark. And so, hey, that's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? Deliverance, forgiveness or pardon of sins, letting them go as if they had never been committed. It says remission of the penalty. So yeah, you know, I just want to bring that out real quick. So let's get back into the actual verse. So like, it says, I'll just read it here. It says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Okay, that's Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Oh man, this is the auto place calling. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Salak, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, Salakia, had to go take care of business, but I'm not sure where I left off at. So I'm just going to finish Luke chapter 4, verse 18. It says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. You know, and that anointment is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know. That is what is going to deliver us. That is what causes us to call on the names of Yahweh Shai, that understanding of our ultimate power source, the deliverer, as the name Hawashinawa means, deliverer or save. Okay, it says, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, he hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, okay, and which we just went over, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, you know, and that's talking about the elect, man, you know what I'm saying? But in this testimony, the whole experience is understanding that whether we're bruised or blinded, you know what I'm saying, as far as not having faith in Yahweh Shai, doubting, but in a global sense, you know, as far as the elect that are out there, you know what I'm saying, they're bruised, and they are they need to be set at liberty as well, out of this darkness, out of this captivity of America, aka Babylon. Okay, so I got one more verse, and then I'm gonna wrap up. And Salakia for being all over the place, man. Hey, that's how the spirit rolls. This is Joel chapter 2, And I'm a come on back over here. I'm gonna read verse. Con. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 32. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, Hawashinawa, shall be delivered. Yeah, man. And through this experience, through this testimony, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I was delivered, you know, from the circumstance in which I was in. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, keep moving, you know, forward towards the kingdom. You know what I mean? And ultimately, that's going to be deliverance for the elect, you know. But yeah, we have to press towards that mark in any adverse situation, you know, because each of these situations are leading up into the ultimate day of deliverance, where, as it says, by you calling on the name of Yahweh Shemiah, it says, you will be delivered. You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's more to it than that. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, hey, you got to have that faith and that hope that Yahweh Shemiah is going to deliver you. It says, For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh Shemiah hath said, and in the remnant, who the Lord Yahweh Shemiah shall call. So yeah, let's grab this word here, deliverance, as well, just so I can. So lucky, man. These allergies kick my butt, man. Deliverance. Okay. I thought it was gonna go through. Okay, here we go.
Strong's H 6413. Peleta.
It says escape.
Second entry. Peleta.
Escape.
Third entry. Peleta.
Escape. Deliverance. Deliverance. Escape. You know what I'm saying? And really, that's. You know, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying for the elect. So like, for being all over the place, but hey, the spirit, you know, goes wherever it listed, man. But hey, through this testimony, man, you know, my spirit, you know, has been, you know, re-encouraged, man, because in each of these scenarios, I know that Yahweh Shemiah is still dealing with me, you know what I'm saying, as a son and not as a bastard, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, the chastisement is only in the flesh, you know what I'm saying, but the purification is in the spirit. So with that, I'd like to say, Call Allah, Yahweh Shemiah, Waharakah Kadash Barakathum, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.